Hi, and this is Sean Scratch, and today we're going to be making the variation 1 and just the variation 1 of the banana derby. So, let me just show you how the game works. So, I made 4's version so far. I'm gonna make more, but let me just explain what I have got so far. So, when I click start game, the game starts. And then I have a bunny, which and the ball moves in a random way, and then I have to try to dodge from the balls. And you see this strength right here? It is how much strength I have currently. And you see these bananas? They give you strength and or they lose you strength. You don't know what. Or it might do nothing. Like see, I just lost five strength. And then as I touch the ball, my strength decreases. Look. Yes. And the decreasing is pretty steady. And then the game ends when my score is 0. I'll try to make the game end. And why is it so hard to lose this game? Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm almost halfway there. Now I'm halfway there. Actually, I'm more than halfway because actually more balls keep appearing at a steady rate. Or is it steady? Okay, I'm 20. At 20. I'm at 10. Almost done. Yes, almost done. Yes. I don't know why this goes to negative 0.1, but the score goes up as the time increases, and then for now I have a score of 59.7. So let's start making. Create. So here we start. Now what we gotta do is, first of all, delete the cat sprite, and we want a new backdrop, the blue one we saw. Fill. Sorry. Blue. I recommend 60 because or 60 to 70. No, not 70. 60 to 65. Wait, what? Nothing. Yeah, 65 is good. Sometimes if it doesn't work, try converting it to bitmap. Then it works. Convert it back to vector. And what we want to do is also have... No. First of all, we want to duplicate this so that we'll have 2 of these, and then make this one name, start screen, or just start S, and that one playing S. And you can make this a different color if you want. I'll choose lemon lime. I call this lemon lime color. It's close to lemon color, but still. Now on the start S, we want to add the text and banana derby V1.0. Because if you just put banana derby, then it's gonna be harder to organize other banana derbies versions. Now let's increase it in size. Maybe this is too big. And you can change the font. I like handwriting. And you can also use your keyboard to move at a steady rate. Okay, our background set up. Now let's create some sprites. So first of all, we want to create a button which will signal which will say start game. When green flag clicked, let's move it to good coordinates, 0, negative 100. Good. And go to costumes and delete this one because we don't need it. Start. And put a text that says start game. And then I recommend move using with your keyboard because this is a small sprite and it's better to use small units to move here. Good. One left. Well, I mean to the right. Yep, that's great. So now when this sprite is clicked, so that means the game has started, and sorry. When this sprite clicked, we want to broadcast a message called start. Also, we want it to hide. We don't want this button to be like that. And let's go to backdrops. When green flag is clicked, switch backdrop to start S. And when I receive start, we wanted to switch it to playing S. Let's try. Great. Now we want to make the rabbit. I don't know why I did a rabbit for this one. You can choose another sprite if you want, but because rabbits don't eat bananas, monkeys do, but I just chose to do a rabbit. There's a hare, but I'll just do rabbit. Rabbit, hare, basically the same. Where is rabbit? There we go. So, as you can see, it's way too big, and we don't need many costumes, so I think we just need the normal one and the raised up one. Well, that looks cute, but still. There. And first of all, we want it to hide when it's at the start screen and show when the game has started. And don't forget to set the size to a smaller. Let's say 50 and see how it looks like. Where's the start button? Oh yeah, we have to make it show at first. There we go. That's great. But we do need to check if it's in the right size. So this is my Banana Derby 2.0, which really has nothing changed with the size of the rabbit. Let's take a look at the rabbit. And here I made so much costumes for the rabbit, so don't mind if it looks like an apple because it is an apple. So yes, it's the same size. Let's go back to rabbit and forever. Let's make it. Actually, in my version 1.0, I made the rabbit switch costumes every time, but in this one, but in the other ones I decided not to because it distracts. So let's just stick with that one. So forever, go to mouse pointer. Let's try once more. Yep, that's good. What we need to do now is bring in the banana. And don't forget to name it something meaningful. Start game. The bananas. And when green flag is clicked, hide. And when I receive start, I want it to show. No, not yet actually. Forever. I want it to wait some seconds and then show. And then after another few seconds, then hide again. Where's hide? Here we go. And before we make it hide, we wanted to go to a random position every time. Let's try. Yep, it's great. Now, but the banana is rare if you saw in the other one. So let's make it pick random from, let's see what I did here for bananas. So pick random from 2 to 5 to 10 seconds. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. And don't forget about a not be or something like that, because we don't need it for this variation. And if you're using offline, don't forget to save your work time to time. So, and then also we don't want it to wait so at a steady rhythm. So wait for 0.5 to 1.5 seconds and then hide again. Let's try it once more. But just to test, because we don't want it lasting too long, let's just do 1 to 2. 1, 2. Okay. Why does it feel like the banana is lasting too long? Oh yeah, it's good. Okay, so what we want to do now is bring in a new sprite, the ball. And if you remember in my 6th project, Shark Shot, do you remember? Now, there were several sharks, and then actually none of them were real, they were just clones, so I'm going to use the same method for the ball in here. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, please make sure to check out my 6th project, Shark Shot, and it's a great game. So, hide. Now, let's go to control, forever. No, this is not when green flag is clicked. Sorry. When I receive start. It might show first, but then onwards, it'll not. But let's just be more precise, be like that. Now in the forever, we wanted to wait a certain amount of seconds. What did I do in the other one? The cloning for the ball. Wait. So forever, if my score is greater than the number of balls times 6. Oh yes. We want to create some new variables. First of all, score. Delete this my variable. Score and number of balls, and finally strength. It's best to move them here, here, and here. And then let's set the variables. Set number of balls to 0. Set score to 0. and set strength to 100. Let's try once more. Okay, now let's start the cloning. I mean, forever. If by any chance, of course it'll happen in a steady rate, the score is greater than the number of balls. So like for example, if there's one ball and if there's one ball, then it'll duplicate another one when it reaches 6 points. Okay, so now let's decode this one. Create clone of myself. Yes. Wait, what? Sorry. Oh yeah. So when score is greater than the number of balls, and sorry for the waste of time, we wanted to change number of balls by 1, create clone of myself. Actually, we don't need another height here. So, create clone of myself, and I thought I had one more. Oh, never mind, the switch costume. Let's try. Oh, and by the way, when I start as a clone, first of all, let's make it show and forever. Move. Sorry. Pick random between. Oh yes. First of all, go to random position. It's best to refer to the original project. I really recommend it. Show forever. Yes. Wait. What's that one? Yes, there's 2. Move 10 steps. If on edge, bounce. And set the rotation style to left to right. But the new Scratch 3.0 doesn't let to do this on the control center, so you have to use a block for this. And then if on edge, bounce. Let's try. Where's the ball? Okay, so what happened? The number of balls is 0 and the score is 0. So if 0 is greater than 0, which is not, that's why. Yeah, so decoding is really good way to solve errors. How to increase the score? When green flag is clicked, no, when I receive start, then forever, change score by 0.1. And let's look at the other one to see if it's similar. Rabbit script. Oh, it was 0.02. Let's do the same. Well, versions are different, but still. Okay, so you might actually think that since there is no gap between changing scores, the score will go rapid, but no, because it has a very small gap. So that's why It actually doesn't work like that. Okay, I know. It's great. It's working. The problem is the balls are duplicating super fast. Do you know why? Because we set it as score is greater than number of balls, so that's why every score 1 point is fast. That happens. So instead of number of balls, we have to make it number of balls times 6. But to test, let's make it 3. Okay, great. Yes, it's actually really better than I thought. Yes, it's the 5th one. It's actually also a fun game to just dodge these left and right going balls. But we want it to turn. So duplicate this one and then erase all of that. Forever. Wait. A random between. Ball. Random between 0.2 and 1 seconds. Zero point 2 and 1 and turn. I don't know why I needed a variable for this, but turn operators pick random from 1 to 180. Let's try. Yep, that's better. Actually, it's sometimes good to. It's sometimes not very good to have it bouncing when it's not even touched the wall, but it's just a tradition. Yep, everything's working well. Now, we've got the basic setups of this game. Now let's move into the real one. So first of all, we want to make something happen when the rabbit goes in contact with the ball. So let's go to the rabbit script. When I receive start. Forever. If touching ball change strength by negative 0.1. Actually, what I was talking about here was it's actually 0.1 in the other one. It was the score but increasing by 0.2 was the correct one, and the 0.2 thingy was in the strength. Yes, it's decreasing very well. Now, since we don't want to waste time, let's go to let's set our strength to 10 and keep trying to get hit, and let's see what happens if we get to 0. Oh yay, my strength is negative. How good is that? No good at all. That's why we wanted to make the whole game stop whenever the strength goes below 0. I mean below 0.1, so that it stops when it goes to 0. Let's go to our rabbit script and control if if strength, sorry, I mixed up those two, is less than 0.1, which means it's 0 because it's decreasing by 0.1s. It can't be like 0.05, then we want it to stop everything. Let's try it once more. Great, great, great. Now we want to make the banana part. But first, let's make a new sprite called Strength D. D stands for differ. So this is the sprite that pops up to tell you if your strength has increased by how much or decreased by how much. So what you need to do in here is first, actually, make a text. Now we want to make 6 of this. And I recommend a purple color for this, or maybe around 70. Yeah, 70 is a good purple. And then increase it by a lot. And then put it where you think it's in the middle. You don't have to be exact, but if you really want to, you can use the keyboard once again. Let's see how it looks. Good enough, but a little bit down, a little bit left. Good. Now we want it to move to 0, 0 coordinates. But first of all, of course, hide. Go to x, 0, y, 0. And let's duplicate this one. When I receive start, when it's touching bananas, let's broadcast a message so that our strength D sprite can reveal whatever it is. If touching bananas, events, broadcast, banana, and bananas. Sorry. When I receive banana, hide. And this, when I receive banana, show. No, but before showing, switch costume to pick random. No, wait. Can I make it random? I can't. 1 to 7. And show and change strength by what we do here is go to looks, costume, name. So you see here I said to name each costumes here to -15, -10, -5, -0, +5, +10, +15. Actually remove the plus, it might actually have a bad effect here. +5, remove the plus sign, 5. There we go, it's perfect. So let's try to eat a banana. And don't forget to hide. Just wait 0.5 seconds and hide again. But the increasing strength part worked well. And hide. Let's try. Okay, that's a 0. +5, that's 15. +5, that's is 0. plus 5. Why don't I get any negatives? By any chance, is that a problem? Oh, it's not. Oh no, 2 negatives in a row. What's wrong with this? Well, probably I just have bad luck. Let's try once more. 0, fair, 15, negative 5, negative 15. Why doesn't the game end? When my strength was already negative 15. Oh yes. As soon as I touch a ball, when my strength is negative, I die. Let's see why that is. Let's go to the ball script. I mean the rabbit script. And yes, we have to make this in a separate script so that it can detect both at once. So when it was right here, it was detecting if this was inside the if touching ball script. So when I'm not touching a ball, this script wouldn't have activated. But if I put this on a separate one, then both of them will activate at the same time. Let's try. Yep. Well, that wasn't very unpleasant, but well, this time I got a plus 15, then 0, and then a negative 10, a 0, a negative 5, a plus 10, a plus 10 again, another plus 10, I missed that one, 0, negative 10, plus 15, plus 10. I hope there's nothing wrong with this because, yeah, there's nothing wrong. Yep, I'm okay. Yes, that's good. Save now. And don't forget to name your project Banana Derby version 1.0 for YouTube. But don't put for YouTube in yours. Okay, so, and don't forget to click share and tell instructions like that, and no 10 credits, blah 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 blah. And don't, yes, and love and favorite for yourself. Who would not want that? Yes, and thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll put the link of this one at the description of the video. And thank you, and see you in the next lesson for the other variations.